All right, welcome back. So in this video, you'll be learning about the run directory, and you'll be learning about certain commands like the df command, the free command, and the id command. Right, so let's look at dfs. So df command just shows you the different file system on the system, on the Linux system. So for example, we have this particular file system called the temporary file systems. So this is where you find your temporary files, and this is where you also find the folders or the directories they are mounted on. So remember our dev directory, right? So this particular temporary file system is mounted on the run directory, which we seek to talk about in this video, right? Also, you could add a flag to the df and call it df-h. -h means human readable, so it just makes your df better readable than df, right? So what you find here is that you can read available disk storage, the used and the total size, and then you can find as well the devices they are mounted on, right? The next command we are going to find is the free command. And this just gives you general information about the memory. So, I mean, when your system starts to get very slow, you can come here to find out how much disk space you are using, or how much storage space you are using, or you're going to need to buy additional space, right? So you look at your available space. Once it starts to dwindle, once it starts to reduce, then you can discover that, okay, we need to buy more space, or we need to buy more instances for our system to run faster. As well, you can do free slash and then stack h to make it more human readable. So I mean, this is just telling me this is 579 megabytes, and then we have a total size of 999 megabytes, right? In this video, we want to look at the run directory, right? Here is it. We want to look at the run directory, and the run directory is where the OS keeps temporary data used by different processes, right? So let's ls into run. You'll find different temporary processes, and they are denoted by this .pid extension, right? So this is where we find temporary processes. Let's try df -k stack k into run. What you find is the temporary file system, right? It's called the temporary file system because it is not stored on the hard drive, but on the RAM, right? It's stored on the RAM, which means it is very, very temporary, right? Also, you could do cd, you could cd into run, and ls it's you'll find that we have temporary systems for the user, right? Temporary processes for the user. So if we cd into user, right? So what you find is all of these processes that the user needs, especially this 1000 that you find here, just shows you the ID for this particular user, right? So lastly, we'll do ID, which just shows us, gives information about the particular logged in user. So this user is called Ubuntu. So we have the user ID, we have the group ID, right? We have information about the group. We have all of the processes running on this particular user. We could do ls, we could ls into run, then ls into user. And since we have 1000 here inside this user, we could ls into 1000 and find what's happening there, right? You can see all of the different temporary processes, right, found inside this user. So Linux stores temporary data about the user here as well. So in case you need to do some debugging, you can find all the processes on this particular user here. So that'll be the end of this video.